Okay, so as here you can see the last two reasons. Okay, one is towards the checks dishonored, which I have not explained it to you all in the beginning. Okay, so whenever the checks actually been received, okay, by the proprietor. Now here let me use the term as proprietor for the businessman and customer for the outsiders. Okay, so if any checks have been received by the proprietor of the business, immediately what he will do, he will record the checks in the cash book, that too on the debit side, that is on the receipt side. Okay, so when the checks have been deposited in the bank, okay, the bank will give a credit. Try to look at the pointer. Okay, the bank will give a credit, okay, towards the checks only when it is being cleared. Okay, in case if it is not being cleared, in the sense what, when it has been honored. In case if it is not been honored, what happens, the checks will be called as dishonored. So if it is honored, they will make an entry. If it is dishonored, there is no entry in the passbook. I repeat again, when the checks have been received, okay, by the proprietor, he will record that in the receipt side of the cash book. Okay, and when it gets deposited into the bank has to collect the money on the same, and the passbook should be credited towards the collection of the checks. If the money is being collected towards the checks, okay, that will get credited, okay, that is to be shown onto the deposit side of the passbook. In case if it has been dishonored, okay, then there will not be any entry which is to be shown in the passbook. So if it is dishonored, what happens, already as you have written in the cash book, and if it is a favorable balance, okay, the cash book balance will be more and the passbook balance will be less. Why it is less? Because the bank has not collected the money because of I mean due to the reason it has been dishonored. So if you just look into the like the transactions, when the checks received, deposited but not credited, it is the same. When the checks deposited but not credited is also the same. When the checks have been deposited and dishonored is also the same. Did you understand? Checks received, checks received but not deposited. Okay, one is checks received but not deposited. Second is checks received and deposited but not credited. Okay, third one is checks deposited but dishonored. Okay, and whenever the information towards the dishonoring of the checks have to be sent to the proprietor, okay, if it is been sent much before the date of preparing the bank reconciliation statement, then immediately we will try to show it onto the credit side, like as dishonored. If the information is being sent after you prepare the bank reconciliation statement, okay, then there will be a difference between the cash book and the passbook. Is it clear? Can I have some response? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the errors here. So errors in recording. So error means what? It is a mistake which is being committed. Okay. And this mistake can happen either in the cash book or in the passbook, because both the books are to be maintained by the persons like we. Okay. And when we are doing something, we naturally commit some mistakes. So even you must have experienced when you are doing the problems, when you're doing a 3 column, or when you're doing any of the other subsidiary books, isn't it? And when you don't get the answer, definitely you will get worried, like why your statement is not being tallied. That means there are some errors, there are some mistakes which you have committed, and when you rectify those mistakes, definitely you will get the required answer. So here also, when we talk about these errors can be committed by the persons either in the cash book or in the passbook, because the cash book is being maintained by the proprietor and the passbook is being maintained by the banker. So let's see what are the different types of the errors like. Okay, so the first one over here is wrong totaling, or the balancing of in a bank column. So as you all know now, what do you mean by the bank column? That means we are talking about the 3 column cash book, and under that we are talking about the bank column of the cash book. So when we talk about the bank column of the cash book here, at the time of drafting the total can be taken as a wrong amount. Suppose if it is 10,000, they might have by mistake taken it as 1,000, or if it is 1 lakh, they might have taken it as 10,000, or if it is 1,000, they must have shown it as 100. So by overlooking the things, these mistakes will happen at the time of drafting the totals. So here wrong totaling or the balancing of the bank column is the first mistake, that is an error, followed by the second one is omission or wrong recording of checks issued or received. Suppose for example a check has been received. Okay, I'll just go back here. A check has been received. So when the check is been received here, what happens? We are supposed to write it onto the debit side. If the check is being received, it has to be shown onto the debit side. But by mistake, they must have shown it onto the payment side. Instead of showing it as a receipt, by mistake, they must have taken it as a payment, which is a mistake altogether. Okay. So similarly, if a check is being issued, okay, it has to be actually written onto the payments side. But instead of writing it onto the payments, they must have taken it onto the receipt side. So opposite side. So recording onto the opposite side is altogether an error which needs to be rectified. Okay. So here when it comes to the second one, now wrong recording of checks issued or the received either in the cash book or in the passbook. So even the banker also, instead of showing something as a deposit, he must have shown it as a withdrawal. Or something when it has been withdrawn, he must have taken it as a deposit. So these mistakes can happen, okay, at the time of recording the transaction. And when we talk about omissions here, omissions in the sense what altogether they have ignored to record a particular transaction, okay, and this can be either ignored to record in the cash book or in the passbook. Okay, now coming to the wrong casting. So casting in the sense what, again we are talking about the total, I mean one side total of a given book, like whether suppose for example if you are taking the total of the receipt side, okay, sometimes it can be overcasted or sometimes it can be undercasted. As just now I told you all about the totaling or the balancing. When you are drafting the balances of a particular book, when you write the carried down balance or the brought down balance, similar to that here it is an undercasting or an overcasting. Instead of showing it as 1,000 or you must have taken it as 100, which is to be called as undercasting, and instead of showing it as 1,000, you must have taken it as 1 lakh or 10,000, which is to be called as an overcasting. So more than the actual if you are taking, it is called as an overcasting, and less than the actual when you are taking, it is to be called as an undercasting. Okay, and errors of carry forward. Now when we talk about the carry forward here, okay, now for example when the cash book is being balanced, okay, when you come to the closing balance of the cash book, okay, so if you write it here as by balance carried down, for example by balance carried down over here, the closing balance of the cash book is what you have done when you have gone to the opening balance, when you have to show the opening balance, okay, by mistake you must have taken it as to balance brought down, okay, instead of showing this as 2,000, they must have taken it as 200. Okay, so this is all about undercasting, overcasting, or balancing, or casting, or it can also be called understand towards brought down balances, because here it's been given as towards brought down, right? Errors of a carry forward in the sense what, when you have to carry forward the balance, okay, here when you say carried down means that balance has to be shown to the debit side of the cash book. So instead of showing it as a debit balance, sometimes by mistake the same balance can also be taken onto the credit side as a brought down balance. That means again the effect will be the same, like instead of showing it as a receipt, you are showing it as a payment. Are you all getting it? Instead of showing some transaction as a receipt, when you show it as a payment, Instead of showing it as 2000, you are showing it as 200. So because of these things or mistakes, okay, there could be a difference in the balances of the cash book and the passbook, and the same thing needs to be rectified. Clear with this, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you all follow? So this is about the checks dishonored followed by the errors in recording. So let's see the problems based upon these kind of reasons also. Now I'm just going back to the fourth problem, and if at all I have already made the statement ready. So let's see. On 31st of March, okay, so let us change the date. This is as on 2005. So let us give the date as 31st of, oh my God. It is 31st March 31st of March 2005 is the date of preparing the bank reconciliation statement. So here on 31st March 2005, the bank balance, all of you please look into the PDF. The bank balance of Purushottam appeared at, okay, 7,654 as per the bank column of the cash book. So very clearly it's been mentioned that it is as per the bank column of the cash book. So let us make it as the balance as per the cash book. Instead of passbook, now it is a cash book balance. So here the cash book balance is 7,654. Okay, now add and less. So let's see the first one. Now all of you please pay attention and try to understand. See, there's nothing here. Actually, to frankly to say, there is just nothing. So whatever we have done so far, it is the same thing, but it is being just given in a different angle. That's all. Okay. So what he says here, that out of the checks of rupees 1800 issued by him, so here Purushottam is the proprietor. Okay, so Purushottam is a businessman, he is the proprietor. So here he has issued the checks, as simple as that. So when he is issuing the checks, what happens? He needs to write it onto the payments side of the cash book. So what is the worth of the, yeah, so payments side of the cash book, he has written 1800 rupees, right? So that out of the checks for rupees 1800 issued by him on 26th March. Now here whenever the dates are being given, you just have to go according to the dates, because before the date, if it is being recorded in both the books, there is no difference at all. But before the date, if it has been recorded in one book but not recorded in the other book, then there is a difference. Okay. Now here the checks have been issued on 26th of March 2005, and here 1800 has been issued over here, but checks worth rupees 400 were presented to the bankers before 31st. Okay. So out of 1800, already 400 were presented before 31st of March, and those worth 500 were presented on 11th April. So this has been presented on 11th April. Okay, that is immediately after the 31st of March. Okay, and the other checks were not so far cashed. The other were not so far cashed. So here, to have a proper understanding about, right? So let me consider, like for example, Haripriya. Okay, so Haripriya, think that I am Purushottam. Okay, I have issued 3 different checks. I am making it as 3 different checks. So to Haripriya, I have given 400 worth of check. Okay. The next, to Alagi, I have given 500 worth of check. Clear? So 400 plus 500, 900. But what is the total checks which have been issued? 1800 has been issued. Okay. So out of this 1800, if you minus 900, how much we are left with?
900.
900. So think that I have given to Madan that remaining 900. So what I am doing as Purushottam, I have issued 3 checks. That means checks worth. Now we talk about checks worth totaling 3. That is 1800. So 1 to Haripriya, that is 400. 1 to Alagi, that is 500. 1 to Madan, that is 900.
9.
Okay. Now let's come back to the BRS. Now what is happening here? Now Haripriya went to the bank and she withdrawn the money. Okay, she presented the check before 31st of March. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now Alagi did not go to the bank. Alagi did not go to the bank. So this has been given to Peiralagi, right? So she didn't go to the bank due to some reasons. So she could not withdraw the money before 31st of March. Similarly, Madan also. Madan also was out of station. So for which he could not even, withdraw the money from my account. So 900 was also not been withdrawn. So can you tell me before 31st of March, how much has been recorded in the passbook?
1400. मतलब
In the passbook I'm talking about.
400 rupees only.
Only 400.
400.
But whereas in the cash book, how much we have recorded?
1800.
Now tell me which book balance will be less?
Passbook.
Cash book will be less.
Cash book will be less, passbook will be
Cash
high.
book will be less,
I
ma'am.
always tell you all, you should always pay attention towards, okay, the starting point. What is our starting point? Our starting point is the cash book, okay. Our starting point is the cash book, and here we have 7,654 in the cash book, out of which we have paid 1800, okay. But whereas in the bank, okay, they have paid only 400. So now which book will be less?
Cash book.
See, all these things you have to imagine in the mind itself. Okay, we have 7,600, so out of which we have paid 1,800, whereas the bank paid only 400. So that means the cash book is less and the passbook is more. So if the cash book is less and the passbook is more, what is that you are going to do?
Add.
Add. We need to add. So cash book is less and passbook is more. So this is towards what here? Checks issued but not presented for payment. Clear? Checks issued but not presented for payment. Done. So how much is the amount which you are going to take?
1400.
1400.
1400.
1,400, because 900 plus 500. These two did not go to the bank, no, they have not presented for the payment. So this will be the difference. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See, you should always apply the rules. That's it. Application of the rules or an application of the logics, I can say. So if you are not able to think logically, then it's very difficult to understand this chapter.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, if I write 1400, the answer is not coming up exact as the question's answer.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I have still not completed, no, all the transactions.
We got it.
We got it, ma'am.
Okay, good. So, should you want me to continue or not now?
Continue, ma'am.
Continue.
Now let's see the second one. Let's see the second one. The checks for rupees 1,000 was realized by the bankers on 29th of March, but no corresponding entry was passed in the cash book. So it's simple. What he says here, checks realized by the banker. That means the bank is collecting directly. Okay, so the checks have been realized by the bankers before 31st of March itself, and the amount of the checks realized by the bank is 1,000. That means there was a there was a deposit in the passbook. Okay, so 1,000 has been deposited by someone directly in the passbook. Okay, but there is no corresponding entry in the cash book. So there is nothing given in the cash book. So what happens here? The passbook is showing more and the cash book is showing less.
Less.
So lower to the higher,
Add.
add. So this can be taken as direct deposit, right? Or checks realized by the bankers, right? Checks realized by the bank and no entry in the cash book. Okay, so that is 1,000 rupees. Then next we have that out of the up-country checks. So the meaning of the up-country checks here is the checks to be payable in cities. That's it. You don't have to, think about what exactly this means by. So that out of the up-country checks here, that is the checks to be payable in the cities, it is to be called as. And here 2,800 paid in. So what is the meaning of the paid in here? Paid in the sense what? It is to be deposited. Okay, so checks paid in on 28th of March. Okay, one check for rupees 900 was not yet credited by the bankers. That means out of 2,800 we have received. Okay, we have received 2,800 worth of checks and they have been paid into the bank. So paid into the bank in the sense were deposited into the bank. But out of this, the bank has not yet credited 900 worth check. They have not credited 900 worth check. So how much they have credited already?
1,900.
So there is a difference of 900. So because of this, the cash book is more and the passbook is less. So this is to be called as checks deposited but not credited. And here the amount is 900. That's all.
Ma'am, I didn't understand,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you explain again?
See what he says, out of the up-country checks for rupees 2,800 paid in. I always tell paid in the sense what? Deposited. That means checks deposited into the bank. So when the checks have been deposited into the bank, first we make an entry in the cash book. So in the cash book we have already written as 2,800. Okay. But whereas in the passbook they have still not collected 900. So let us take it as there are two checks. One is 1900, and the other one is 900. Think that we have received these checks, one from Joshi and the other one from Hema or Himadivya, right? So 1900 from Joshi and 900 from Hima. So we received these checks. So 2,800 we have received and the same thing also been deposited into the bank. But out of which the bank could collect the check of Joshi but they could not collect the check from Hima. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever you read a transaction, you should understand what is being given there, whether they have given you what actually been credited or what not actually been credited. So whether they have already credited or whether they have not credited. If they have given you not credited, then that becomes your difference. If they have given you the amount which has already been credited or cleared, then the remaining, the difference will, you have to just take out the difference between those two. So in this problem, they are talking about 900 not credited. They are not talking about this 1900. They are talking about this 900. So this 900 exactly is the difference, which is not still being credited by the banker. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the next one. The next one here is, now there is a debit in respect of the bank charges amounting to 92 rupees 50 paisa. So in the bank they have debited. That means the passbook has been debited with 92.50 and credit in respect of interest on the investments of rupees 150 and dividends realized 800 were not passed through the cash book. That means all these transactions have been recorded only in the passbook but they have not been recorded in the cash book, not passed through the cash book. Okay, so first let us go step by step. First there is a debit. Okay, if there is a debit, what happens in the passbook balance?
It decreases.
That's it. It decreases. So because of, as you are going to find out the passbook here, right? So because the passbook is decreasing, what do you need to do now? What do you need to do now?
Minus.
Minus. So that is 92.50. That's all. Next we have credit in respect of interest on investments. Okay, the banker has credited our account with 150. Now what happens because of this?
Add. The
It
passbook
increases,
is
we should add.
It increases, so we need to add. So it's called as interest credited in the, so that is 150. Next we have they have also collected dividends. So interest collected or interest received or dividend received, both means it's an income to the it's an income to Mr. Purushottam. There's a businessman. Okay. So again they have collected 800 towards dividends. What happens here?
Add.
Add.
We should add.
So here this is to be called as dividends. Okay. Now finally, okay, now we are talking about an error here. Okay, that a wrong debit of 350 relating to some other account appeared in the passbook. So you should first see where the mistake is lying. So here the mistake has been taken place in the passbook. So there is a wrong debit. Okay, he's talking about the debit. How much is the debit here? 350. Okay, let it be an actual entry, that is a correct entry, or a wrong entry. Definitely because of that particular entry there will be an effect on the balance. So there was a wrong debit given in the passbook of 350. Now tell me what will be the effect of this wrong entry on the passbook balance.
Passbook
it
becomes
decreases.
low.
Passbook becomes
Cash increases.
passbook
Less.
less.
Cash
So here
increases. Passbook
passbook is less or
should
cash,
minus.
which book will be less, my dear?
Passbook.
Passbook.
Passbook will be less.
Passbook. So I have taken it as deduction. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
find out the balance as per the passbook. I hope now you will get the balance. I don't have to draft the balance. Right? Clear with this, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So with this we have completed 1, 2, 3, 4 essay questions, and if at all, if you see the okay, let us complete with the fifth one. It's a very simple problem, but what I will try to do over here is no, there are two different transactions in the fifth. Okay, look into the sixth one. Let us keep it for tomorrow. Sixth one. Shall I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, on 31st of March 2006, so I'm just copying this, and here a trader compared his passbook with his cashbook and found that all items agreed except the following. Okay, and here just look into the last paragraph, because unless and until you get to know what is which book balance is being given, you cannot start preparing a bank reconciliation statement. So here first we need to understand what is a book balance, right? So the trader cash book shows a overdraft. Okay, now this is as per the overdraft year, that is on 31st of March 2006. Okay, even I don't want to start with the OD problem today, do it tomorrow. I think there is one more favorable. Yeah, get back to the 11th one. Sorry for the trouble, children. Look into the 11th one. Because I have not yet explained you all the overdraft balance. Yes? I think there is a cash book showed a favorable balance. So this is the balance as per the cash book, right? So let's do that. I hope this type of working notes is comfortable to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now here it is 28th of Feb. So let's change the date. 28th of Feb 2006. Okay. Prepare a bank reconciliation statement from the following particulars on 28th Feb 2006, and Ravi's cash book showed a favorable balance. So favorable in the sense it is an ordinary balance. So I'm also mentioning this balance here onto the right. So receipt side as well as the payments side. Now coming to the first one, on comparing the entries with passbook, he discovered the following. So what's the first one here? Following checks were issued on 25th of Feb 2006 in favor of, okay. So there are different checks which have been issued to different persons. So checks issued will be written on to which side of the cash book?
Payment side.
Credit side. Credit
Credit
side.
side. So some will say it as credit, some will say it as payments. So it is all depends upon how you think, right? Okay. So on to the payments side. Okay. Buy. So checks have been issued right here. So checks were issued on 25th of Feb 2006 in favor of Rajesh. So here they have also given the creditor's name. So to Rajesh 500 they have issued, okay, followed by, or let me put this 500 followed by next Ramesh is 750. See, even if you issue 100 checks or 1000 checks, the effect of this will be the same, isn't it? So by Rakesh 400, then followed by Ranveer. It is 250, then followed by it is Ranjit. That is 600. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what it says here, but the last two checks were not presented. हो गया. Ranveer and Ranjit didn't go to the bank to present the checks. But the first three have already presented it for payment. So now simple statement is what? Checks issued but not presented for payment. Okay, checks issued but not presented for payment. So they have given checks to Rajesh, Ramesh, Rakesh, Ranveer and Ranjit, but out of which the last two have not presented for the payment. So what are the last two amounts here? 250 and 600 have not gone to the bank and presented the checks, but the above three have already been presented. So what is going to happen here, as we are going as per the cash book balance? Okay, so we are going as per the cash book ordinary balance, and because of a payment, what happens? The cash book will be less and the passbook will
Less.
be more. Cash
High.
book is less, yeah, and the passbook is more. So what you are going to do? You are going to add it. So
Add.
how much you are going to add? 850 you are going to add. That's all.
850.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next we have checks amounting to 1805 deposited on 26th Feb. Okay, were collected by the bank in March 2006. So checks amounting to 1805 deposited on. So deposited in the sense what? We have received the checks worth 1805. So when you receive the checks, it will be immediately deposited into the bank, or it will be immediately recorded onto the receipt side of the cash book. So because of this, the cash book is more now. Okay, but they were being collected by the bank in the month of March. That means after the date, after 28th of March, there is a deposit of the same in the passbook. So therefore what happens? The cash book is more and the passbook is less.
Passbook
So
is
because the
less.
passbook is less, we need to minus. So checks
Minus.
deposited but not credited. Okay, clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Next, coming to the third one. So third one is also the same. Passbook showed the following debit. So let it be, any number of debits over here, the effect on the balance will be the same. Because whenever the passbook gets debited, the balance in the passbook always decreases, right? So
Decreases.
here, the passbook is showing the following debits. So it is showing what? 45 for interest on the bank loan. Okay. So 45 rupees, it is charged towards the interest on the bank loan. Then 125 rupees, it is charging for the payment of insurance premium, and 22 rupees it is charging towards the electricity bill, and 15 rupees towards the bank charges. Clear? Commission charges is nothing but the bank charges. Understood. So because of all these following debits, what is going to happen now? The passbook is less and the cash book is
Less.
more. Okay. So as we are preparing the, trying to find out the passbook balance, so therefore we need to
Minus.
minus. So how much you're going to minus here? Can you just give me the total of all the four?
217. 217.
217.
17.
I'm just putting it as, is it fine? Bank charges debited in the passbook. If you want bank charges, oblique insurance premium, okay, oblique electricity charges, okay, oblique, that's it, all the four. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Anything else here? Interest, sorry, interest also, right? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
coming to the next one. The passbook showed following credits again. So now he is talking about a credit in the passbook. So anything which is being credited in the passbook normally
It
increases
is
the balance, right? Okay, so why it is going to increase here? Because there is already a favorable balance, and out of which the bank is crediting the account. That is 52 rupees for interest on the investments, like how we have seen in the previous question, interest collected, dividends collected. So it's nothing but interest on the investments. Okay, so 52 towards the interest, and 148 to the dividends. Same thing, interest and dividends, right? Now because of this, what is going to happen now here?
Passbook
add.
increases.
Passbook is increased, right? So if the passbook is increased, what is that we are going to do?
Add.
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 Add. So here I'm showing it as separately because already we have 52 towards the interest and 148 towards the dividends. Then coming to two checks of rupees 3,000 each. Listen carefully. Two checks of rupees 3,000 each. 3,000 each means one check 3,000, one check 3,000. So total it will be
Ma'am, you missed one
6,000.
and
Yes, ma'am?
9,000.
fifth one
9,000.
you missed. A check entered in cash.
Okay. I forgot to tell you this. So, okay. A check entered in the cash book on 20th Feb but could not be deposited on the same day. Okay, checks. It's nothing but what checks have been received but not sent to the bank for the collection. I said no, it is the same effect always. Checks received but not been deposited into the bank. Checks received but not deposited in the bank. Checks received
Passbook
but
less.
not deposited in the bank. What happens? Cash book is
High.
More.
more and the passbook is
Less.
less. What are you going to do here?
Minus.
Checks received, it is not deposited, it is only received. Checks received but not deposited. How much it is? 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah. Then next we have two checks of rupees 3,000 each were issued and paid by the bank on 20th of February to Mrs. Rajan and company, but there was entry in the cash book for only one check. Okay, so here the record is being made first in the passbook. Okay, so two checks of rupees 3,000 each were issued and paid by the. Means actually we issued two checks, and already it is being paid by the banker also. Okay, we have issued two checks of 3,000 each. So 3,000 we are supposed to write it onto the payments side towards the issue. 6,000, and the bank has also paid. Bank has also see the logic here. Bank has also paid these two checks. But what is the mistake here? Instead of showing two in the cash book, we are showing only one. It's an omission. Omitted to be recorded.
Yes, 3,000.
Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. It is an omission. We did not record
ma'am.
both the checks in the cash book. So because of which, what is going to happen? As we are showing less payments, the cash book will be more and the passbook will
More.
be
Passbook.
less.
High.
Passbook is less. So omission of check issued in the cash book. Right. Okay. And finally, a bill receivable due on 26th of Feb. So I have explained to you all, okay, while learning the subsidy books itself, like what is bills receivable, right? So bills receivable is always to be receivable from the debtors. So here a bill is due on, so it is to be payable on 26th of February and the amount over here is 2,500 and this has been deposited in the bank for the collection. Like how we deposit our checks for the collection, similarly these bills can also be kept with the banker for the collection. So the bank will take care of collecting the amount. And here which was credited in the passbook on 4th April 2006. Okay, we have deposited the bill, but the bank collected the amount on 4th of April. So what is going to happen? As here you are being showing it as it's been deposited in the banker, so the cash book will be more and the passbook will be less. You all get it? So here bills deposited, bills receivable, deposited but not credited. That's it, 2,500. So find out the balance for the same. I will send you the working notes in your WhatsApp. Complete the problems. Is everyone doing the notes, preparing the notes properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow I think we have the class in the first hour. Okay. So possibly I may ask you all to show the notebook or at least for the first two units, like unit 1 and unit 2. I am going to post 2 assignments in the Google Classroom, assignment 1 and assignment 2. So assignment 1 is for unit 1 and assignment 2 is towards the unit 2. So take a PDF of all the workings whatever you have done so far of relating to both the units and post it within 2 days. I hope all that must be ready with you all, right?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
So keep the PDFs ready, and once you receive an notification regarding the Google Classroom, so just try to post it accordingly. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So now quickly answer the attendance, and before I do that, okay. Thank you very much, children. Let me